For much of the world, including here in the United States, late December is a time for holiday celebrations. Work life and schools stop. Families and friends gather. Goodwill is expressed, and religious values are reaffirmed. But what do you do if you're a humanist? Well, you might go along with the majority and attend a religious holiday event and keep your humanist ideas and values to yourself. Or you might organize or attend a secularized version of one of these traditional holidays, keeping some of the rituals, foods, songs, and games that are not directly tied to a religious meaning. You might choose to make the winter solstice your December holiday, or even go as far as to celebrate the joke holiday Festivus that was featured on the Seinfeld television program. But none of these alternatives present an opportunity to express our specifically humanist values, or to form bonds among like-minded thinkers, or to set an example for our children, or to let the public know that humanists proudly reside in their communities. Which is why, 20 years ago, some of us began a new holiday for humanists called HumanLight. The first HumanLight celebration, which took place in Verona, New Jersey, elicited a strong response. More people came than could be comfortably seated in the space that had been reserved. The event featured music, food, fun, an invocation from a humanist celebrant, and a talk by late renowned humanist leader, Dr. Paul Kurtz. In the following years, celebrations across the United States, Canada, England, and other nations have taken place in hotel ballrooms, community centers, restaurants, and private homes. Original music has been written to celebrate HumanLight, and HumanLight has received national press attention. In various locations over the past 2 decades, groups gathered every year for drinks or dinner to wish each other happy HumanLight. Families and individuals continued to decorate their homes and hold personal traditions to mark the occasion. Then, in 2020, when coronavirus eliminated the option of having social gatherings, a coalition of local groups and individuals joined together to sponsor an online HumanLight Fest. This year, 2021, the number of sponsors of online HumanLight has grown and the celebratory activities are more elaborate. So, what can we say about the past and future of HumanLight? Certainly, when we first started, we had high hopes. We imagined that humanists everywhere would jump at the opportunity to participate in a unique expression of humanism during a culturally mandatory holiday season when humanists could feel isolated and left out. After all, there is a long-established history of rituals and ceremonies created and supported by the free thought community. It turns out we were a bit impatient. A few humanists objected to HumanLight as too similar to what religious people do, and some had a long-standing tradition of celebrating the solstice as the only alternative December holiday for them. But if you are watching this video, we hope that you are or will become an enthusiastic supporter of celebrating the HumanLight holiday and endorsing the values it promotes. Reason, our unique human ability that allows us to transcend some of the physical and psychological limits that we inherit as biological beings. Although we are creatures whose beliefs and practices are initially installed in us by the people who raise us and the culture that surrounds us, reason enables us to replace dogma, unreflective acceptance of tradition or authority, and bad habits with better ways of thinking and acting. At the same time, reason also recognizes its own limits in making ourselves anew, and it brings us to acknowledge that differences among persons, differences among groups, and conflict are all inevitable. Reason tells us that peace and global well-being is only possible through the patience, tolerance, and forgiveness that comes with compassion. We who celebrate HumanLight today look forward to the day when the people of the world acknowledge that the proper balance of reason and compassion is what gives us hope for the future of humanity.